Yo, what's up? What is up? How's everyone doing? How about that collision, man? Apollo, what is up? What a great collision. One of the best collisions, in my opinion. I don't mean to gatekeep, but tonight was one of those episodes where, if you didn't like this episode, maybe AEW just isn't for you, man. But, a lot to get into, man. Never take AEW for granted, especially after the past the past week. Um, get into all that, man. Get into all that. But how's everyone doing? AEW has been cooking for the past 3 months since the C2. Honestly, I would count, yeah, since the C2. They were getting on the right track around Wrestle Dream. Um, but yeah, since the C2, everything has been, to my preference at least. My bad, guys. It's super windy where I'm at. In case you hear all this rumbling, but yeah, man. Eddie Kingston versus Brian Keith kicked off the show. This was a good match as expected. Um, Before I even go through everything, I feel like, is it just me or was this like all killer no filler? I feel like it was all killer no filler, if you ask me. Um, this was because last week's collision was really good. I feel like before last week's episode, it was like, the episodes were just all right, but then this one, last week's, and then this one was really good. I think even this week's was better overall than last week's, because last week you had the really good main event with the cage match, but top to bottom, I think this episode was better. So you had Eddie Kingston versus Brian Keith opening the show, and it was a good back and forth. This Texas crowd, man, give Texas a pay per view already. Like, how much longer do they have to ask? How much longer do they have to ask? Better show than Dynamite. I agree. I do agree. I agree with that. Um, yeah. Texas crowds are always loud. They're consistently AEW's best, like crowds, man. No matter what city it is, they just seem to love them some AEW, man. So give them a pay per view in El Paso. I wish, man. I really wish anywhere in Texas, because they deserve it. Honestly. Ah, damn. But yeah. Um, so the crowd was a huge factor as to why this episode was great. Great crowd can elevate anything. Yeah, Eddie Kingston versus Brian Keith, great back and forth match. Eddie Kingston gets the win, and then we get the announcement that Brian Keith is all elite officially. He got the graphics, so he's full time with the company now. Very much earned. He was on that. He was already like on a tiered deal, I believe they call it. Um, and yeah, he's finally going full time with the company, multi year deal, I presume. And you know what, guys? I've seen it fantasy booked over and over, and I've seen this fantasy booked over and over, but I actually want it. And what I'm referring to is a Brian Keith, Bandido, Hangman trio, all the three cowboys of AEW. Imagine how sick that would be. The three cowboys of AEW, like if it's Red Dead or something. I need it. I need it. I think that would be sick. A sick direction for all three of them, actually. And make their entrance music still tipping. Like, I think that'd be the best trio in the company, if you ask me. Well, up there at least, because you still have the elite and um, who else? FTR and Daniel Garcia are pretty good, man. They're a pretty good trio. They're really doing great work, and we'll get into that later. Ah, no, damn. Um, but yeah, we got the Brian Keith is all elite. So yeah, great addition to the roster, man. Like I said, I hope once Bandido gets healthy, like give the people what they want. Tony Khan, give us the Outlaws. I don't know what would their name be, guys. What would be the name for the trio of Hangman, Brian Keith, and Bandido? Give me a good name. I saw someone calling them Dead or Alive, like the Bon Jovi song, I presume. I thought that was pretty good. The Revolvers, that's pretty good too. I saw someone call them Fed Dead Redemption. I thought that was pretty funny. I tell you, man, the AEW fan base, they have better memes than any other wrestling fans. They come up with funny, they come up with the funniest stuff. Gunslinging killers, not bad. Ad Rosa, yeah, I did see artwork. I wish I knew the name of the artist, but I saw artwork that someone did um with Bandido, Brian Keith, and Hangman, but it also included Thunder Rosa, and I was like, oh, like that never like crossed my mind. Like that would actually be she would actually fit into the group pretty well. But yeah, that was a great way to start the show. And then Brian Danielson came out like after the match to confront Eddie Kingston, so it's pretty obvious that we're getting this match at Revolution for the Continental crown. Eddie Kingston versus Brian. That should be a good one. But yeah, man, we got Brian Danielson versus Echi Seto from CMLL in the second match of the night, and that just goes to show you how good this episode of sorry, I was gonna say Dynamite was. Collision. I'm sorry, this was better than Dynamite this week. Collision was fantastic this week. Um, dude, this match was sick. Like if you've never seen Echi Seto before, this is the perfect intro to him. And of course, Brian is Brian, dude. Brian is the goat. He can have a good match with anyone. Like it all started with that entrance, man. Echiseto with the fire on the ramp, like, and the Rock, like, not no, not the Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, but a Rock that's on fire. We'll get into the Rock later, but yeah, dude, sick presentation. You know what? I hate to even bring up the haters, the bad faith actors, the grifters. But I just love when they get proven wrong, man. So I'm not gonna waste too much energy on them, but I'm gonna say that people thought that these guys, these CMLL guys, were gonna get no reaction, and they said these matches were gonna have no heat. And it's so funny to me that this match probably has more heat than this match probably had more heat than anything they watch from their favorite company being the Fed. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna waste too much more time on the haters because this was good, and it was more than good. It was fantastic. It'll probably end the year as one of the best TV matches. But then again, we're barely in February, and damn man, I just can't get up there. We're in February, so if this is the standard that AEW is setting, like what a crazy standard. Um, it was the perfect blend of lucha, but more so technical wrestling. And like I said, if you haven't seen Echisetto, he has a wild moveset that I would think if you haven't seen him before, your mind will probably be blown the first time you see him. But yeah, man, this was sick, and the CMLL guys, this is a good. They're telling a good story too. They're not just so. This is much different compared to like when for example, Hijo del Vikingo was brought in, right? Vikingo was brought in and the first time he was brought in was for that dream match with Kenny Omega on Dynamite. Um, I want to say that the way they're introducing the CMLL guys has way more depth, way more story, and they're actually like, well, yeah, telling a story. Like, it's really cool to see. Like the story is heating up. Like they're basically infiltrating AEW, and well, the BCC don't like it. A lot of people got offended by the promo that John Moxley cut. By the way, on was it on social media that he called wrestlers on the other channel, American wrestlers on the other channel, lazy, and WWE fans got mad. But yeah, like this, the story they're telling here, like, so I like that they're actually giving this a reason for it happening, and it just makes it all the more, it makes it feel all the more important. So yeah, I'm loving this, man. Edge Settle versus Brian Danielson, like I said, it might be TV match of the year so far. I really don't think there's any. The only one that I think holds up right now is Takeshita versus Darby Allin for TV match of the year. Remind me if there's anything else, any other TV match of the year. But yeah, then we had Hook in a handicap match against a team called the Outrunners. I'm not familiar with them. I'm not sure if they're just like local talent or if they're actually like wrestle regularly in other promotions. But yeah, this was a good quick squash for Hook. And you know what I noticed? Hook is getting an actual consistent push this time around compared to like um I don't know, it's just it's so much more different to damn. It's so much more different compared to what they usually do with Hook. I feel like Tony Khan is really actually putting in an effort to build up his young talent. Obviously, Daniel Garcia is the other one who he's really trying hard with since the C2 really. Like Daniel Garcia is having a pretty good run of form right now. But yeah, Hook is like getting involved with like the top guys and stuff. Obviously not here tonight. This was just to get him on TV and get him a win. But um, has that I forgot, guys. Has that match with Brian Cage already happened? Hook and Brian Cage? Did I miss that? Did I not watch that episode? But yeah, like throwing Hook in there for an AEW World Title match at the start of the year was a great way to throw him in the deep end and see if he can, come out come out alive. And I think he did good in that Samoa Joe match. So it's good to see Tony Khan finally like investing in his young guys. And it's something I noticed when I was watching Collision tonight. I was like, the old Tony Khan would have not booked Hook for like a few weeks, or he would have like just thrown him on Rampage in a nothing match. But he's actively, like trying to get him involved now in stories, and I think that's good. It's really good. So we'll see where this goes. Hook versus Brian Cage, obviously. We had the Mark Briscoe promo. This was really good, man. Mark Briscoe, give that guy the world, bro. Is it just me? This is gonna sound a bit like over dramatic, but anytime I see Mark Briscoe, or anytime I hear him cut a promo, especially these days, they're like well, I'm talking specifically these days. When I hear him cut a promo, like damn, bro, it just hits me in the feels, like because of like, well, yeah, obvious for obvious reasons. Um, yeah, man, like he's a really good promo. He's a fantastic talker, bro. Like this guy, he's such a throwback wrestler. Like the way he talks, like he reminds me of like just an old school wrestler, one of those old school talkers who, I mean, all the guys he mentioned basically, like Dusty Rhodes and stuff. Like he reminds me, damn. But yeah, man, like he's great. And the thing is, he cut a promo A really good promo actually. I think he's incapable of cutting a bad promo, and he was interrupted by the House of Black. So this is very interesting to see where this goes. Like, because obviously I think the FTR House of Black Daniel Garcia story is done. They're moving towards like the Patriarchy possibly, and Adam Copeland and stuff like that. Um, so I'm wondering who's Mark gonna, because he's in the rankings with the Hardys. Like I know Jeff is on a good run of form, but I'm not really interested in Mark and the Hardys versus the House of Black. Like if anything, I would prefer Mark taking on the House of Black on his own. Like I prefer that. Oz, my man. We need to see D versus Stephanie McKed like yesterday, bro. CMLL is absolute quality. Thanks, man, for the donation. I totally agree, man. Totally agree with you. Um, Serena Deeb is a baller, and yeah, like that CMLL crossover would be sick. Count me in that, man. But yeah, I'll get into that later when we get to Serena Deeb's match. But I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I was just gonna say that Mark Briscoe on his own taking on the House of Black is 10 times more compelling to me than if you were to get the Hardys to help him. Especially because the Hardys, yeah, aren't they turning heel? And then Mark Briscoe is like such a natural babyface right now. I don't think he'll ever be heel. Um, so we'll see. But I'm intrigued with this. I know there were some rumors that came out about um, the House of Black earlier this week. I really, I really, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I mean, I do believe that they probably want to go back to WWE. Well, except Brody, obviously, but I don't know about like the refusing to lose thing. But anyway, I don't even want to talk about it that much because like it's not even that important. And then we had Serena D versus Queen Aminata. Good match, man. Queen Aminata is like the Tony Khan's now go to. You know, Queen Aminata is filling in that role that Sky Blue had for like the majority of like the past 2 years. Except Queen Aminata is like 10 times the wrestler that Sky Blue is. Like let's be honest, she's she's like super like seasoned in the ring, considering that she's like not hasn't been signed to a major promotion. So yeah, this was a good match. Queen Aminata taking over that role that Sky Blue had instantly makes these matches much better. Like like she has single-handedly, well, I don't want to say single-handedly, but when it comes to these matches where she's only there to lose, she has single-handedly raised the level of the division because she's just so much better than the other wrestlers that Tony Khan used to use in this role. Like I just said, Sky Blue, Anna Jay, um, and yeah, eventually she's gonna get a big win, and it's gonna be a big moment. Obviously, we all know that she's gonna sign. But yeah, as of right now, this is a great way to introduce her to the audience, and then to get some reps in, and then yeah, like eventually, I have no doubt in my mind that Queen Aminata is gonna be huge for AEW. Like she's got the look, the presentation, the in ring skill. You know what I mean? All she needs is the push. Like literally, that's all she needs. So I have no doubt in my mind that that'll eventually happen. So yeah, man. But of course, Serena Deeb is like one of the best technicians. Like honestly, male or female. Like she's one of the best technicians. So yeah, this is a good little match. Um, they're building up Serena. I don't know if it's gonna be for like the world title shot or a TBS title shot. But yeah, man, like I think it's been long enough now, consistent enough now. By the way, we had two women's matches 2 weeks in a row on Collision, which is like unprecedented. Isn't that crazy? It's unprecedented. But yeah, we got two women's matches 2 weeks in a row on Collision. Oz, thank you, my friend. I mean, yeah, I mean Jade's Jade Cargill's strength was never her in ring skill, but it was always like her look and her presentation. Obviously, I still wish her well in WWE, but Queen Aminata is a great signing. But yeah, man, two women's matches 2 weeks in a row, and um, what's it called? Yeah, has it not been more obvious that Mercedes Monet is coming in? Because the effort that they're putting in now, man, is insane. Like compared to forget compared to the beginning, because there was like no effort back then. Um, but like compared to let's compare it to hell, even like last summer, um, like the women's division is in a so much like better promising place than it ever has been. And like I said, you know what a lot of it has to do with too, and I don't like to be mean or anything, I don't like to knock anyone's skill, but a lot of people who are not great in the ring have not been on TV recently. I don't know if you guys have noticed. And a lot of the people who are good in the ring have been on TV recently, like consistently too. It's like Tony Khan found like his core group that he can trust every week to have a great match. So yeah, Shinku man, appreciate it. Appreciate your donation, Shinku. Tony Khan will never gonna give you. I'm never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and insert you. Never gonna make you cry and hurt. Can't believe you made me read that, but I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donation. but uh, but yeah, what's it called? This Wednesday, I presume we're getting the TD Garden announcement where Mercedes will debut on March. What is it? 13th. March 13th. So yeah, just great vibes all around with the show, man. Like an hour in, I was like, this is one of the best collisions I've seen ever. It was a really great show. So yeah, you had that Serena Deeb Queen Aminata match, and then afterwards you had Swerve cutting a great promo, like almost like a babyface promo. It was crazy. He came out with Prince Nana, and and yeah, he basically said, like he talked about how it's Black History Month. He shouted out like black talent from the past, present. He shouted out Farouk, I believe, right? Um, and then Kofi Kingston and Athena. And he said that he's out to finish his story. He didn't use those words, but it's I'm just trying to meme at this point because yeah, we'll get into that later. But yeah, he wants to complete his mission, which was to be the first Black AEW World Champion, right? And yeah, man, I was so confident that they were gonna do the draw, right? I'm still leaning towards I'm like 80% sure it's a draw, but there's this part of me that says I wouldn't be shocked if Tony Khan just has Swerve beat Hangman again, and then we get a one-on-one match. But no, the way they've been building it, it is going towards the three-way, which I'm super down for. I know it's gonna be a good match. But yeah, this is a good promo. He basically said he should be in jail for what he did to Hangman. But it was a good promo. Good, like I said, like it was like babyface, wasn't it? Do you guys agree? Was it babyface? Why are there so many viewers? I'm not used to this many viewers. I guess because last there's no WWE pay per view. There's no football. There's no nothing. I guess, but yeah, man. I'm still leaning towards Hangman and Swerve having a time limit draw, and then we're gonna get that three-way at Revolution. So yeah, I think that's the safe bet. We had Red Velvet versus Vixen. So yeah, this was the second women's match of the night. Like I said, a unprecedented moment 2 weeks in a row. Um, Red Velvet, I will always um, how do you say, like what's the phrase I'm looking for? I stand by my case that Red Velvet is super underrated. So it was cool to see her get a win here. Um, she will be wrestling. She, as in Red Velvet, will be wrestling Tony Storm on Wednesday. So yeah, that's why Tony Khan wanted to give her a win to at least give her some form of credibility. Yeah, Vert Vixen was also good. I'm telling you guys, like even people who aren't signed to this company are outshining uh, some of the people who are signed to the company out. And I'm not even gonna name names anymore, but I guess you can assume who I'm talking about. But yeah, this was obviously a shorter match than the first women's match of the night, and it served its purpose. We're getting Red Velvet versus Tony Storm with Deanna on commentary. And yeah, man, like I said, I think it's been consistent enough to the point where I can say the women's division is in a good spot right now, which is crazy. I think I've said that before, and I didn't really like. I knew that I didn't really mean it, but now I genuinely mean it. Like the women's division is in a good spot. I didn't say great. I didn't say perfect. I said good, and good is a better foundation than like where we were along like just a few months ago. Like I said, good is a better foundation than where we were just a few months ago. And then we're gonna add Mercedes Monet, who's a legit like star, who's getting the CM Punk treatment, by the way. And by giving her the CM Punk treatment, you're telling your audience that this is one of the biggest stars in the entire company, male or female. She's gonna get the first dance treatment. So yeah, the women's division is in like the best place it's ever been in AEW. Oz. The Rock is responsible for more entertainment in one day than WWE is in the last 20 years. For sure, man. The past 24 hours have been super entertaining, and I'm about to get into that. Oz and Glorious, terrible ring name for Vert Vixen, but yeah, she's really good, man. She's really good, and is she a regular on Ring of Honor? By the way, guys, I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I don't know the regulars who are on there. So excuse my ignorance if sometimes I talk about these some of these wrestlers like I've never seen them before. But yeah. So after the second women's match, we had the Patriarchy versus FTR and Daniel Garcia. FTR, FT Red Death is what I like to call them. um, but yeah, I'm loving this trio of Daniel Garcia and FTR, man. Like instead of them, I honestly expected FTR to go with Adam Copeland as a kind of like a replacement for CM Punk. But I actually like that they took a young guy under their wing much better, which goes to show you that sometimes the things you don't anticipate are better than what you did anticipate. Like them taking Daniel Garcia under their wing, I think is better than if they were to like, just immediately go with Adam Copeland because they can still team with Adam Copeland. But I think this is a better approach, and I like it. It's really done good for Daniel Garcia and FTR. I know people like to give FTR a hard time, man, but they put in the work. They love AEW. Like I know they can be like I don't even think they're bad, bro. Like I think people give them a hard time unnecessarily. Like I get they're friends with Punk, but they're almost nothing like Punk, bro. Like they get along with the elite and everything. So yeah, man. Like, can we stop with the FTR slander in 2024? We're all on the same team. But yeah, like it was a good match. The Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Kill Switch. I always want to call Kill Switch Kill Shot, but Kill Shot was actually Swerve in Lucha Underground. But yeah, I fell all the way down, bro. Down. Do I have Among Us? I don't have Among Us. But Christian Cage, Kill Switch, and Nick Wayne, and this was a good match. Daniel Garcia got the pin on Nick Wayne. So more further momentum for Daniel Garcia, who I feel has been getting like the win every week since World's End. I feel like I know they did lose one match to the House of Black, right? I think they lost one, but besides that, yeah, Daniel Garcia is being pushed strong, which is something that I think is nothing but good, man. Like, how can it be anything else but good? Like Daniel Garcia, and it's interesting because Daniel Garcia is in a contract year. I don't think for a second that he's leaving, but I am curious to see what kind of deal Tony Khan offers him, because obviously Tony Khan, damn it, obviously Tony Khan thinks highly of him, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just fascinated by that aspect. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, like it was a really good show. Christian had a good showing. Adam Copeland's gonna be on Collision next week. Um, and this, damn man, I suck at this. I've never beaten one of these, so my goal is to beat one of these during the stream. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, did I miss anything from Collision, guys? Let me know, and then we can get into everything else from the week. Collision was fantastic. If every Collision was like this, honestly, it would it would be better than Dynamite every week. Like just, um, it's all the underrated guys mixed with like some of the veterans like Christian Danielson, and it makes for a good TV show. I enjoyed Collision much more than Dynamite this week, but I know that Dynamite next week is probably going to be the better show. Well, I say probably, easily will be the better show, right? So it's not a competition, by the way. I'm just glad that both shows that AEW has a roster so deep and they have so many partnerships that they can put on shows like this on any given Wednesday or Saturday. Was it better, in my opinion, than the start of Collision? I don't know because there were two different flavors, but it was I those first few weeks of Collision, in my opinion, were special, but this was also special. Like, which tells me that Tony Khan can still make Collision special, even without having to do it like it was in the first like 8 weeks. So yeah. All right, hold on, guys. We're all damn. All right, let's get into everything else because I can't do this. Um, Shinku says the Rock eats corn the long way. Drop Hangman Bandito and Brian Keith into Bullet Club Gold. Um, I would prefer them as their own trio. But thanks for the donation, guys. By the way, I forgot to say that. Um, I would prefer them as their own trios, and but maybe down the line, it's because you know what? I think when factions get too big, I think they lose focus. So that's why I'm always against like when someone suggests, oh, should this person join Bullet Club Gold? I'm always like hesitant. Like right away, my instinct says, nah. Like Bullet Club Gold, I think are the perfect size now. But I think Hangman, Brian Keith, and Bandido can. I think they can be a killer trio just on their own. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about? The big news from the other side of the wrestling world. Cody Rhodes has been robbed his WrestleMania main event by The Rock. And WWE fans are surprisingly really mad about it. I thought they would just accept anything that WWE gave them in this day and age, but not surprisingly, I can't remember because I don't even think because I was there for the Yes movement, and that was different. It was two completely different things. This isn't like the Yes movement. It's its own completely different thing, and I can't even describe why or how. Um, but yeah, it's because Cody I don't know, man. I feel like Cody is your stereotypical white meat WWE babyface. So I find it hard to compare it to the Yes movement where Brian was legit being denied opportunities because of how he looked, and Cody is just being denied this opportunity. In my opinion, nobody really knows, right? Why? Nobody really knows. No, no, no. Okay, I mean, damn. And then the time ran out. Um, the only reason why they're not giving Cody this opportunity this year is because apparently now they Rock wants to do this match now. So a lot of people theorize that it's because Cody's an AEW guy. I don't think so. I don't know. I really well no, it is the Fed. They don't like to make guys that, come from rival promotions the face of their company. They do have a history of that, but like Cody, I just find it hard to believe, man, cuz Cody checks every box for them. I find it hard to believe that there's any type of agenda against Cody. Like people are trying to compare this to the Yes movement, and my opinion is people in management legit did not like Brian, how he looked, how he wrestled. Like Cody at least looks like the part. And Cody has already main evented WrestleMania. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first. Like the two situations are not the same, and the crowds are not the same either. The crowds who fought for Brian Danielson, or sorry, Daniel Bryan, the crowd. Oh damn! Oh, I didn't see that. Damn. The crowds who fought for Daniel Bryan are no longer watching WWE. They're watching other stuff. They're watching AEW. They're watching New Japan. They're watching possibly TNA. That crowd left. So yeah, good luck to WWE fans trying to force WWE's hand here. Good luck to them. I'm interested to see if they can pull it off, but we'll see. Yes, they are, Christian. Don't argue with me. These are not the same fans who fought for Daniel Bryan. I singled out this one guy. Yeah, the Yes Movement, that's not, those people don't watch WWE no more. Those are the people who would make the post Raw after WrestleMania shows like must see. Have you guys seen the Raw after WrestleManias lately? The crowds are dead. They're lame. Like it's not the same crowd no more. Like legit, it's more families and kids now more than ever. So um, I don't know, man. A lot of people are trying to not hold Triple H responsible. They're like, oh, poor Triple H. Like The Rock, The Rock stole it from him. The Rock pulled the rug from beneath Triple H. Like, come on, bro. You really don't think Triple H like had a say in this? This guy stinks, bro. Bro, you're out of here. Should have been out of here a long time ago. Sorry, but anyway, the report coming out is that The Rock basically strong armed himself into this main event, and that he wants to, and that he and that he even wants to beat Roman supposedly. That's what the report is saying. Can you imagine? Short, thank you for the donation, man. He says they already booed the crap out of The Rock at a house show. I saw that video. Um, the boos weren't too loud, but there were like a little bit of boos. We'll see. If the WWE fan base proves me wrong, then I'll admit it. I'm not one of those people who will be like, who will deny it. If they prove me wrong and they actually boo this guy out of the building every week, then I'll be pleasantly surprised. But as of right now, I don't think it'll happen. I think all the Twitter outrage, the Reddit outrage, um, means nothing as of now. and we'll see, man. Yeah, they booed a video of The Rock. Will they actually boo The Rock when he's there in the flesh? Because it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing if he's there. Remember, a lot of people who go to these live events are people with families and kids. These aren't. Damn. I, I stink at this game. Um, yeah, these aren't like quote unquote what people call smarks. That's us, guys. That's us. We're the smarks. But yeah, it's fascinating, and so as of right now, the plan is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Yeah, presumably for night 2, and then Cody versus Seth Rollins for the second place world title at night 1. That's currently the plan. We'll see if it sticks. What do you guys think? Do you guys think WWE will actually flinch? Will they budge? Will they fall? Will they crumble under pressure of their fan base? What do you guys think? Because some of you actually watch WWE and I don't, so I'm only speaking from the outside looking in. Everybody's saying no. And yeah, you know what the horrible thing about Cody versus Rollins is the fact that Cody has already beaten Rollins 3 times and won with a torn pec. It was a torn pec, right? He beat him 3 times in a row, bro. And then they're both face. So like and you know what's even worse is that Roman Reigns completely buried him, bro. Like, no, people use the word bury a lot. People use the word bury wrongly. Roman Reigns legit buried Seth Rollins on SmackDown, bro. Like, I had heard of it before I watched it that he buried Seth, and I was thinking, oh, he probably just took a shot at him, like a little like whatever shot. No, man, I saw that video, and Roman legit like made Seth look like a chump. That's not a heel promo, bro. He straight up buried him. He like when he name dropped Seth Rollins and the crowd didn't really react, and he was like, exactly, no pop. And I was like, what the hell? And he called his world title the second place world title, the loser bracket world title. So like what, like what the hell is that all about? Like if you guys want to see a legit burial, check out that promo because I have not seen a burial like that since CM Punk in 2011, I think. Which is funny because this whole thing is reminiscent of when The Rock came back in 2011 and stole CM Punk's spot. I mean, it is true. No, yeah, no duh. No duh, it's true. That doesn't mean you say it. Because because then you're just like, we already knew it. But for someone to say it on the TV, that's horrible writing, guys. Horrible writing, horrible storytelling. Like, yeah, no crap, we already knew. But it's completely different for someone to say it on the show. Rocklord, stop saying we already knew that. It doesn't matter if we already knew. Do you understand that a wrestler saying it is like Vince Russo level? Honestly, this might be one of the worst booking decisions that I've seen in my lifetime. I'm not even over exaggerating. Even if they even if they make it a triple threat or something, like it'll still look so silly. Cody will look like a chump for saying, "Oh hey Roman, like yeah, I'm gonna beat you, just not at WrestleMania." Like, and by the way, here's your cousin. Your cousin told me not to fight you, and I listened. Like, how much of a chump does Cody look like now, bro? Even if he gets added to that triple threat, like, come on now. Even Daniel Bryan wasn't buried like this. Well, that's arguable, honestly, but at least they gave him his big moments at WrestleMania. This just feels so weird, bro, and I'm just so glad that I don't watch WWE anymore. Because I was watching WWE when it was Daniel Bryan's moment, and I remember being so pissed every week that they were turning this guy down who was over in every arena that he entered. But like I said, the two situations are different. So Shinku says last night was funeral night SmackDown for real. Thanks for the donation, man. Hopefully the Feds finger poke of doom moment. Hopefully, yeah. Oz, I aspire to be a hater of your level. It's honestly, yeah. All you can do is laugh, honestly. Unless you're a fan of, I mean, I'm a fan of Cody, but I can still laugh at it. Like I can still laugh at the absolute like absurd absurdity of the whole situation. Did I watch the Rumble? Yeah, I made a whole video on it. You should check it out. It was my last video essay. But yeah, so I don't know, man, cuz I saw someone even ratioed Triple H. I don't know if you guys know what that means on Twitter. In other words, like Triple H made a post and someone in his replies got more likes than Triple H's post that he was replying to. If that makes sense. For those who don't know, like the WWE fan base is legit mad, bro. And honestly, a part of me wants, I want the Rock and Roman match to happen, and uh, I want, I want Rock to beat Roman, bro. How old do we think? How old do you think we are, Tranq? I don't know. And not everybody's on Twitter. Not everybody knows what ratio is. I'm sure someone out there didn't know what ratio was. So, um, oh, Oz, I agree, man. WWE fans are more mad about this than the lawsuit that dropped last week, which was very very serious. And you're over here, WWE fans, with their little hashtags trying to create movements, but when it came to that lawsuit, like just pure silence. And the funny thing is that they truly believe that Triple H knew nothing of the Vince situation. Like, how naive can you be, bro? Like, how naive can you be? Jump on the green Pac-Man. I'm gonna do it. I keep falling at the same place, right? Okay. Shinku, thanks again. Imagine being Stardust, leaving WWE to prove yourself, help create the second biggest promotion, leave it only to come back and have all that hard work die. Exactly. Exactly. Shinku, you are speaking facts. Nothing but facts. But yeah, man, like, what a week it's been for WWE, and I'm very intrigued to see how things are gonna go. Cause yeah, the WrestleMania press conference is when Thursday, and The Rock is gonna be there. So we'll see. W Roblox, thank you. I can't believe my most one. This is one of my most watched streams, and I'm playing freaking Roblox. But anyway, um, yeah, guys. Okay, so now on to the topic of Cody. So they basically robbed Cody after all his hard work. And look, I made jokes. I've made jokes myself already. Like, haha, Cody, you dummy. You should have stayed, bro. So this presents the question. Cody, as of right now, if reports are to be believed, has not extended his contract with WWE. So if I were him, if they really go through with this Roman Rock match and leave him with Seth Rollins with the second place world title, um, I would seriously consider rejoining AEW, bro. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, like no, duh, you're the AEW channel guy," but bro, the way things are going in WWE, not just with Not just with this whole Rock thing, but with the Vince thing, and there's a lot of uncertainty right now. Like it's so funny that the narrative has from from like just these liars has always been that oh AEW is gonna die, when in reality that was never actually gonna happen. Like never ever. Um, and then now the company in actual legal trouble, very real ugly trouble is WWE. So if I were Cody, I would I would really consider it. And you know what? If he comes back as a heel, I think he'd be welcomed with open arms to AEW. I would gladly take him back. You guys already know that. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my goats, actually. Um, but yeah, for those wondering, of course, I would take Cody back. Um, Triple H needs to be fired. So all the Oz. I mean, I don't disagree. But yeah, man, like it's something that Cody really has to think about. He always talked about that personal issue of why he left AEW. Is that personal issue really bigger than the disrespect you're receiving from WWE right now? Change my Roblox character to Christian Cage. I wish I could. But yeah, why do I keep dying in the first jump? I'm telling you, I'm never gonna beat one of these. Yeah, I have there's a very eerie feeling around WWE. I feel like a lot of the executives are gonna be let go. I'm just speculating, of course, nobody really knows, but imagine Cody though coming back at All In next year. Bro, that would be total vindication for me. The victory laps I would be taking if Cody came back. But no, let me be clear. I still think the chances of it happening are low. But I'm just saying that if I were him, I would seriously reconsider it, and I would not extend my contract until you know what? I would let my contract run out, and I would hear obviously just basically do what everybody's been doing. Let your contract run out and hear out offers from both sides. That's what I would do. Because at this point, maybe you guys are right. I think Triple H really is petty with the whole throne breaking thing. Triple H doesn't forget, and yeah, he's being petty with the whole Cody thing, and not wanting to make him the number one guy. Wait, what? Marco says I'd be fine if Ricky leaves if we get Cody. Honestly, that'd be like totally Ricky Stark's luck. Imagine he joins the Fed to join Cody, and then Cody goes back to AEW. Yeah, I agree though. I think it's mostly they're going with The Rock because of money reasons, financial reasons. Like you guys, well not you guys, I mean like WWE fans. WWE fans can protest all they want, quote unquote protest, because they're still gonna watch the shows. They're not really protesting anything. Um, but they can do their little protest all they want. But The Rock versus Roman is a way bigger money match than Roman versus Cody. And I say that as a huge Cody fan. Cody coming back means being forced more QT, Brandy, Aaron Solo, and Lee Johnson for years. No, if I were Tony Khan, I would say nah, just you, bro, just you. I would only bring back Cody. But I hear you, Oz. I hear your worries. I got this far for nothing, bro. Should I just play another Roblox game? Oh yeah, that's another reason, Orion, and thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, they're probably doing all this rock thing to get the headlines off the allegations and the lawsuit. So, cause look how like The reason why I believe that theory, because look how easy it worked. You know, WWE fans are now all they're talking about is Cody, The Rock. Like it's not like they cared about the lawsuit to begin with, but this completely took the intention away from that. Yeah, Andrade rejoined at the worst time possible. Imagine, I know Andrade. I know he rejoined for his wife, but he also rejoined because he's a Triple H mark. And imagine if Triple H gets fired. Told you, Andrade, your ceiling would have been higher with AEW, bro. Honestly, damn, bro. Can we change the layout already? I need a new one. Smooth. But yeah, it's they're having some tough times over at Titan Towers. I'll tell you, they're definitely having some tough times. Muay Thai, Muay Thai Undertaker, Muay Thai. Sorry, Muay Thai, Muay Thai. That's how you say it, right? Damn. Did I hear about the Rock's booking team? Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, guys. Apparently, the Rock is going all in on uh, on stealing the WWE from Triple H. And honestly, this would be the funniest thing ever. I want it to happen because it would be like karma to Triple H and Shawn Michaels for initially trying to hold him back, trying to hold. You guys know that story, right? Like they tried to prevent The Rock from becoming a star back in like the '90s. Their little the clique was anti-Rock, and of course he became a bigger star than any of them. I would love it to happen for that, and also because it would piss off the WWE fans, bro. Like, yeah, it's so funny how they've been preying on AEW's downfall all these years, and now they're the ones who are in hot water. And by they, I mean like that fan base. Like, so yeah, Rock loves Vince too. I don't doubt it. I just hope it happens for like, because it would be funny to see Triple H fired. Honestly, Triple H is not a good person, y'all. I'm not saying this just cause like people really like Triple H booking NXT really rehabbed his image. Like it really worked. It really worked. Bret Hart's wife called it 25 years ago, pretty much. Dante Martin Simulator. I like that. But yeah, I mean, tonight was a statement show from AEW. And you know what I really like, guys? That Tony Khan has not said anything throughout all of this. Like, good, bro. Like, good. I don't want him to tweet. Like, just focus on your show. Let your show do the talking, like tonight, and you'll have the fans behind you, bro. Like, it's that simple. Like he did in like during the pandemic and everything. It was only in 2021 that he started like talking a little mess, but I can see why because he was about to sign. He knew he was about to bring in CM Punk, Brian Danielson, Adam Cole. He knew he was about to have a big year, so that's why he started talking all this smack in 2021. But but yeah, bro, like just I'm glad that he's not saying much because yeah, like just do your own thing, Tony. It's not like he watches these, but yeah, I'm glad that he's staying silent on this. He's just promoting his shows, and he knows he's about to have a big year too, bro. Do people really think Okada is still signing with WWE? Do people still think that? I'm willing to bet Okada will show up at Revolution, and then Mercedes Monet 2 weeks later. Damn, bro. How do you guys think Seth feels? Not that I mean I don't care for him, but like if he had any fights in him, he would leave. Don't doubt on WWE, bro. Who have they signed besides CM Punk? Who Tony Khan gifted to them? They're not gonna sign Okada, bro. I'm tired. I'll just say it. I'll just flat out say I'm tired of this charade where we all pretend WWE has a chance of signing like Jay White, Will Ospreay, and Okada. Like they're not gonna sign any of the New Japan guys. They're just not because of the Forbidden Door connection. But yeah, I know Seth is not gonna leave, but I was gonna say if he had any any faith in himself, I would say leave, bro. Not to AEW. I don't want him in AEW, honestly. Like I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't want him in AEW. But yeah. Imagine Tony Khan signs Triple H. Drew might leave. I hope Drew leaves. Drew is doing fantastic work right now, bro. Now that guy, I yes, I will take. People think I just hate everyone from WWE, but that's not the case. Drew's a great wrestler. Even before this run he was on, I still wanted Drew to leave, but now even more so, bro. This character that Drew has right now is incredible. And I want to see Drew McIntyre versus Will Ospreay versus Okada versus Kenny versus Roosh versus Samoa Joe. Did we already get that one? We probably did, right? Drew is the babyface. What a past like 7 days it's been for the Fed. But imagine Gunther and Okada for the IC title. Legit, people are saying that. I know Oz isn't saying that for no reason. Yeah, like I've seen WWE fans saying Okada and Gunther for the IC title. Bianca is a star too. I would I would be glad if AEW signed her, but she's not. She's never leaving because she's like literally a homegrown star. Okada versus Miz. Way more interesting matches in WWE for Okada. Not really. I see people saying that all the time, and I'm like, versus Gunther versus Drew, and that's it. Am I forgetting anyone? That's literally it, bro. That's it. Smooth. Seth and AJ? No, not Seth, bro. Why do people always include Seth in these dream matches? He moves like a mile an hour, bro. Like he don't got it no more. Like I could understand when he was in the Shield, but ever since his really bad injury, he has never been the same. And honestly, damn it. And honestly, yeah, like I never include him in any dream matches that I want to see. AJ, I mean, AJ's um a weird case because obviously he's one of the goats, but is he still capable of like a match of the year contender? Is AJ still capable of that? Okada versus The Rock. Imagine, bro. Oz. Oz says JD must have the night off because of the drones. I forgot to mention. Yeah, man, it's because it's hard for anybody to. It's hard for me to picture any dream match in the in a WWE ring just because the way they're told to wrestle there. Okada R-Truth rivalry. That'd be sick. Damn it. But who's the manager for Okada? I don't know. JD. That guy. That guy's dumb, bro. Okada versus catering in NXT. Okada versus Lexus King. That might be the match of the year, honestly. I want to see Okada versus Takeshita, like in a legit feud. That'd be crazy. Okada versus Omas. Omas. Damn. You know what? Um, my problem with JD is that he just wants AEW to be like WWE, and nah, just stop, bro. Just stop. Oz. Okada with Sonny Ono as his manager. WCW kid here. Imagine. Okada versus 205 Live. Remember when he used to make fun of 205 Live? Okada versus Nakamura would be depressing. Man, Nakamura, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this story. I went to WrestleMania in New Orleans when they did AJ versus Nakamura for the world title. Biggest waste of money and time ever. I wasn't expecting like their Wrestle Kingdom match, but how did I even fall there? I wasn't even expecting their Wrestle Kingdom match. I was expecting at least like a decent WWE style main event, but they couldn't even give me that. I feel like that match never left like first gear. Okada versus Washimura. Haven't heard that one before. The fact that they had Punk backstage for SmackDown makes it so much funnier. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Smooth, haven't you been to like every WrestleMania in New York, bro? But yeah, Punk being there when The Rock stole Cody's spot is poetic in a way. I really don't. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna change the main event, guys. Juan, why do you even watch Walt Clyde in the first place? I remember when I first started streaming, that guy would come into my streams and just troll in the chat. AJ versus Finn versus Jay White versus Omega. I'm laughing because that's the that's the stereotypical WWE fan booking. If they like any time they wanted Omega and Jay White in the company, They always like that match is basically a meme at this point. The amount of times I've seen WWE fans fantasy book that. Texas does deserve a pay-per-view. Okada versus CM Punk. Okada would kill my goat, bro. The Rock and Jack Perry are the true heroes. Yo, Oz, thanks again, man. Um, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy everything that Jack Perry caused indirectly by with his little comment at All In? It's so insane, and it's even funnier because Cody Rhodes is the one that hired Jack Perry to AEW. So the fact that Jungle Boy indirectly cost Cody his main event is like super funny. Oh, let's go! Dang. Someone asked me what I think of CMLL and AEW. Forgot to answer, but I talked about it earlier. But I love it, man, because they're actually incorporating a story with it, and it feels important, and it's much more different compared to other luchadors they've brought in before. Marco, hell no. I know you did not just call Jack Perry the new Switchblade. All right. The new Jay White and not the new Finley. For real. One can only hope. It's nothing special. Are you talking about CMLL? I think this actually feels really special because they're actually telling a story with it. When is Juice returning? I would love to know as well. But well, I think it was his back that was injured, so I think it might be a while, sadly, because I miss Juice too, man. AEW really has a chance to take advantage of, everything that's going on right now in the wrestling landscape and to once again use that as their advantage, man, as the alternative. Like, hey, you don't like what's going on over there? Check this out. Yo, what do I do here? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I know. I know, Smooth. I know. Smooth, I'm sorry. Smooth gets mad if I say anything bad about AEW. I didn't say anything bad though. I said yo, did I just pass a level? Did I just pass a level? But yeah, what I'm saying is that over because the past few I feel like the past couple of years because people have been enjoying WWE, AEW has, just been kind of stuck in a limbo. But now that people are getting mad at them again, we're so back. Oh, thank you, by the way. 8th for congratulating me. Smooth. One stream we need to cover how many wrestlers. True. How many wrestlers are missing due to injury? Yeah, right now there's a lot. But they're all slowly starting to come back, which is why I'm super hopeful about the rest of the year. Wait, so what do I do next? Yeah, Britt Baker, Jimmy Hayter, Kyle O'Reilly. I think that's the perfect way to to end it, y'all. I passed the level and we basically covered everything. So yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, guys, my bad. Sorry for the brief silence. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming out, man. Glad we got to cover everything. Wednesday's a huge show, man. So you guys should stop by for the Wednesday stream. It's gonna be a big one, an important one. Lots of huge matches. Sting might finally win some gold in AEW. Someone just flew right past me. Um, Hangman versus Swerve, and then of course we might finally get confirmation about Mercedes. So yeah, we'll talk about it on Wednesday, guys. Thanks for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good night, y'all. Or depending what side of the world you're on, have a good day. But yeah, peace, y'all.